10-year blind. 10-year bourbons. Trent had a great idea. Our last video,
again?
Trent had a great idea. Our last video that we were fortunate enough to taste an Eagle Rare 17-year, we kind of shared our feelings about how it compares to the 10-year-old Eagle Rare. And he said, why don't we piggyback that and go with a 10-year bourbon blind today?
I thought it was a good idea.
I thought it was pretty good too. What do we got here? I know we gave her a list of whatever we have, 10 or 12 10-year bourbons down here, and we don't know what's in the glasses, but other than 10-year bourbon.
We know it's in the blind, not in the glasses. There was two requirements. One of them, there is an Eagle Rare 10-year in here somewhere.
Oh, you set that up.
Yeah, I wanted to see how that Eagle Rare 10-year that you have compares to the other 10 years in here.
All right, good to know.
I also slotted in another little surprise bottle. You know what it is. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet.
I didn't know you did that. I know you brought it down as part of the choices.
Yeah, no, I made that a requirement I made it part of the brief that I gave Mom for the blind. Okay. So it's somewhere in here. You guys will see it when it's down here because I have been remembering to put that in there. So
you have.
I know. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but
well, you should.
I've been doing okay.
Sometimes you need to.
All right.
I'm gonna start with A. I'm assuming you did too.
What is whoa?
What is whoa? It's all right. Thought I'd get him with that one.
That is like a Cracker Jack.
Yeah. Cracker
100%.
Jacks. Rick House. I'm getting a lot of Rick House aromas coming through here.
It's like a really powerful sweet note in there.
Yeah, it's like a super rich caramel note in there or something. I don't think it's
what it is.
Brown sugar or molasses, but it's like a super nice rich caramel note in there too. Good.
A little disappointed in how that...
And I know why. I already know why.
Why?
Because some of the flavor notes, I do get that sweetness right on the front of my palate, but it turns earthy.
It turns into like a mushroom flavor afterwards.
I knew it was coming.
It's weird.
I knew it was coming. It does turn a little earthy towards the mid and back palate and into the finish. Leather notes, a little tobacco. I'll give you mushroom. I love some mushrooms, dude.
It's like mushroom, leather car seat. The sweetness up front for sure. Mm-hmm. But it's weird because it turns into like this Cracker Jacky type thing, and then you go into like this fungusy type or like this. I don't know. It's weird.
I like it.
Interesting.
I tend to like it, Trent. I know that surprised you.
Interesting way to start off the blind. Okay, all right. Let's go to B.
Alrighty.
Yes. I love it. Whatever it is. This is my first place, I think.
You haven't even tasted it yet. Sometimes the flavor notes don't even match the aromas.
I know. Like this one.
The aromas in A are more powerful than this one, in my opinion.
I get like a little hint of like a red apple on this one, and that's kind of about it. It smells good. It's sweet, like a sweet red apple candy.
Sure.
But that's about it.
Sure.
And I say I love it because it's like right up my alley in terms of a nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Full send, huh?
Is that what the kids say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That slaps.
What?
Yeah. You know, I knew some of this stuff, did you?
Were you like on Urban Dictionary or something before these videos?
There's
I'm embarrassed.
On TikTok, honey, there's a father that goes around with his like 13-year-old daughter into stores and everything else just to embarrass her and rattles off stuff I can't even say again, but slaps is one of them, full send. There's some other stuff. He'll ask whoever's behind the desk all of this lingo that the kid's talking to just embarrass her to no end. I think it's pretty funny.
Okay, well, I got to tell this story real quick. When we were growing up, he had this drywall van. It was like this big beater box. It was a work vehicle. He had it for a long time.
Sure.
It was missing. It was like it had that garage door in the back. It was missing one of the panels. The bumper was halfway falling off. It was scraping the road.
1997 Ford box truck. I had it 17 years. And
Yeah.
I bought it used, 2 or 3 years old.
That was used. God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was in middle school, and he took us to school in the boxed truck, and it was a 3-seater, and there were 5 of us. So you want to imagine that there was a little bucket seat. It was an actual bucket. It was a drywall bucket. It wasn't a bucket seat.
Upside down.
It was.
And his seatbelt was this.
That wasn't even the case. So in the back, like the school buses where they drop the school buses off, he drove past all the school buses, let us off in the middle of the cluster of school buses. I got out and he just lays on the horn. It's like, come on, man. And then I had a bunch of people during the day, they were like, your dad's got a nice truck. I was like, thanks.
Raquel told that story just the other day, too.
No, I think she was talking about the minivan.
Yeah, the old brown van.
The brown van had duct tape. He had to put duct tape on the window. And
that was like a 1988 or 89 Plymouth Dodge Caravan. Thank you. Yeah.
It slapped.
Yeah, it slapped. It was great.
We were in the back with the drywall stilts and the mud and everything.
I could do all of my work out of that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful.
You couldn't roll down the window, so you had to open the door to go to the bank or the drive-through.
A few things I forgot about.
I did not.
It was good times. Good times, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
B reminds me still like a lot of like a red apple. Like it's sweet, but it like for me red apples they don't have a lot going on.
Yeah, I don't. It's good. It's okay. I don't have a problem with it.
It's not like overly complex. Though the nose was a lot better than the palate. Well, maybe now that I smell it again, it's just kind of okay.
But yeah, to me that's more of a cherry note. It's pretty good for me. I don't know if I'd rank it as good as A, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, buddy. We're going to move on then. What? C?
Oh, wow. Man.
This is a pretty good blind, is what you're saying.
It is. Oh, a lot of these.
Holy cow, yeah. Wow, root beer.
Yes.
Seriously.
I think all of the ones that I put out are 10-year age stated, and they're all like 90-ish proof, within like a 90 proof point. 90 to 100, I think. So that we don't have one that's cast strength. There's not one that I don't think is going to stand out from the rest in terms of the proof or how it drinks.
We're lucky to love it. Yeah, I'm getting like a root beer float here, dude. Root beer with a vanilla ice cream in it.
Yeah. I don't like root beer and I don't like floats. I don't want ice cream with my pop. Just give me a pop and ditch the ice cream.
I'd rather have just the ice cream too.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant, so it doesn't sit right with me.
We're going to find out. In the video, we're going to chalk you full of foods and drinks that have a lot of...
And then I'm going to get really ill.
Yeah, we're going to find out if you are or not. We just need to know.
I should probably ask my doctor first.
One way or another.
That is like bark, like tree bark.
What is... That's a molasses note with some oak, some deeper brown sugar in there. Granted, it doesn't have a ton of sweetness. It's not for little kids that like a lot of sweetness. But it's like a grown-up version of a bourbon.
There's something about root beer that's like zippy or like tangy or zing. I don't know how to describe it. It's probably not how anybody else would describe it. But I completely get that. I get a little bit of vanilla.
That's pretty good to me, dude.
It's pretty like... This is kind of more earthy, I feel like. It's not on the sweeter side. It's good, though.
I'm not denying that. Not denying it.
Interesting.
It's pretty robust in its flavor profile, though.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Robust.
All right. All the shenanigans. What are we on? D, I hope. You put 5 in here? You did.
You're just now finding that out? Yeah, I did.
Pay attention.
Kurt's not feeling too well. So I figured this would kind of help kill the germs and whatnot.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sure we'll go into it in the live stream tonight.
Yeah, it's a little sinus thing. It's fine, though. It's not a problem. Right, babe? Yeah. Strong like bull. That's the way we roll around here.
If you're ever wondering what SLB stands for, what he just said.
Strong like bull, baby.
This is desserty AF. No cap.
I don't.
You know what that means?
No. Okay. Now that you brought that up, I don't want the definition of AF. I don't want.
You know what that means.
I don't want to know. I don't even want to talk about it. What is no cap?
I don't actually. I think it means like no lie. So when you say like cap,
He says that a lot too, and I don't know
Does
what
he?
it means.
I'm honestly. I'm dating myself because I'm only 27. I'm dating myself.
That's why
I don't even know really what that means.
That's one I had no idea what it means.
There's a thing I watch on YouTube. It's cap or slap. Like if it's good, he slaps himself. It's not. I can't remember.
You were correct, Trenton. Means no lie or for real.
All right. Yeah.
Well, now I know. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
'Cause I've been watching that a little bit, and I have no idea what that meant. Okay, this is good. This is really sweet.
Oh my Lanta. That's fire. Yeah. That's good. This is like everything I want and more.
Really good, dude.
Yeah. It's really well
That's
rounded.
sweet from start to finish.
But it's not overly sweet. You get like a little bit of like a whisper of an oak in there. That's good. It really kind of dials
I
down.
like it a lot.
If this oakiness wasn't in this pour, I think it'd be a little too sweet for me.
Yeah,
But it's got like
Little
this
bit
really nice
balanced,
oakiness to it.
yeah. I used to work with a lady in the mill. Her name was Elise. So Elise used to watch all of our shows. So if you're watching now, Elise, I hope you're doing well, you and your family. But she used to say that all the time to try to stay out of a curse word or something, which I think is smart. She'd go, "Oh, my Lanta." So when you said that, I had to chuckle a little bit.
Is she the crane operator?
No. She's a shipping.
Oh, okay.
She was in the shipping department. Yeah, she was in charge. I don't know what she's doing now, but she was in a lot of the shipping positions, making sure the right coils go to the right place.
Wait, that's...
I know. I had to get one more sip.
Oh, okay.
It's spectacular. It's really good.
Did you put something in E as well? Did you did you put an additive in it?
In E?
Smell it.
What does it smell like?
Huh.
It smells like a pharmacy. Or like a latex glove.
I wouldn't have guessed that. It's different than all that we've had so far. I was kind of on a good roll identifying some of the aromas in the previous classes, but this one I stumbled a little bit, to be truthful.
It's gonna sound weird because it's a liquid, but it smells wet.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Like no duh, it's wet. But like if you let a pencil sit in a glass of water for a week,
yeah.
it's like
what you get.
it's like a graphite, but like sour grass. I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to go with you on it because I'm not doing well on this one.
It's rocky, like minerally. Yeah.
Rocky, graphite. You're hitting them all the good points here, bud.
I'm just gonna go out and say it.
Yep, let's do
This
it.
has got to be my last place.
Yeah, I'm with them 100%, honey. I don't find it to be bad, Trenton. It's just not. It doesn't measure up to the rest that we have in the flight for me. So E is coming out for both of us as in 5th place. So now we get to figure out what's next.
Well, I gotta say, like, there's only a select few bourbons that I would say are bad. This just has a bit of like a minerality note in it, or like it kind of reminds me of like Dickel, how that you get that Flintstone vitamin kind of. It's like a crushed up rock.
Okay.
And it's just not jiving with my palate. Some people might like it, but it's just not. And I keep smelling it. Now it smells like ketchup. Cardamom. That's a first. I'm gonna stop talking. All right, that's 5th place.
There's some good stuff left.
All right. So, Mom, E is in last place for both of us.
All right, what's next out for you, buddy? These are all tough choices for me, but I'm going to have to go next with what I am enjoying the least out of the 4 remaining, but I will say that I still think it's very good with a very nice cherry note. I'm gonna have to push out B next for me.
I think that's where I was going next.
Really, I am surprised by that. I do like it. I do. To me, this was the obvious last place, but all 4 left have good points to them. A little bit different, but very good.
So B right now to me is kind of hitting a one note kind of thing. A little bit more of a one note, or a little bit. It's not that complex of a palate. It's pretty bland, if I say.
I don't know if I do that. I can go with one note, or you get that cherry and a little bit of brown sugar, maybe a slight oak, but cherry for me is prominent kind of in that set for me. But
not digging that right now.
Compared to what's left on the bar top here, that I have left in the blind, I have to push it out. All right, now it's going to get tougher and tougher.
It is
for me. So
I'm gonna start back from the beginning.
You are, huh? Do that too then. Might as well.
That has a pecan note like you wouldn't believe.
And I was just gonna say that
Holy
is
cow.
nutty butterscotch. Nutty/butterscotch.
Do you get more of the nuttiness than the sweetness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely nutty in a very enjoyable way for me. But it is that as it sat in the glass and on that return trip, definitely.
Return trip.
Yeah, getting back to the sip here, it's definitely nutty.
It's very dry though.
You can pick it up on the nose too.
I was trying to identify what the heck that was. It's very dry though. That's the only knock I have against it. It's like I'm parched after and I'm drinking.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm going for kind of a lot of old man flavors, aren't I? Like Christmas, honey, when you had those sets of nutcrackers that your mom and dad, my mom and dad used to have out there, a little set of nutcrackers, and you crack them open, and you have that little pick, and you pick them out and eat them. I ate all the hazelnuts. That was my mom was not too happy with me because I'd eat the hazelnuts. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to C. To me, Trenton, for me, third place is between A and C.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, you did too, yeah. I have to push out. I like it though. I really love that pecan note in there. I really do, but it just doesn't stand up to the 2 that are remaining. So
it reminds me of that Rivulette, that liqueur that you have, that pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that.
Yeah.
I think if this had a tad more sweetness, this would have easily been my number 1. But it's just, it's very nutty. I'm not a huge fan of really a nutty profile, but
you know what what you're trying to say, and I'll try to correlate to our barrel pick that we did from Old Elk, was nutty with that pecan note in there, but yet it followed suit with a beautiful brown fudgy note in there too.
Yeah.
It was super sweet. So yeah, I see what you're saying there. All right, last 2, pal. We got same. I'm kind of shocked. I really am. First time through, I didn't think that was going to happen.
You want to see? Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Wow, this is actually tough.
It is. It's kind of the tale of 2 glasses. You know what I mean? It's depending on what you're in the mood for.
You get peanut butter on C?
On C? Mm-hmm. I didn't really go for the nose.
I just got like a peanut butter brownie.
Oh,
maybe it's because I'm hungry.
That's possible. I had ham and bean soup.
What?
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, there's a local shop in Chesterton that your mom went to and texted me and asked if we wanted some soup for tonight. And I said, yeah.
Buffalo Soup Company?
No, in Chesterton.
Oh, the deli place?
Yes.
Yeah. Dunlin Deli. That's a good place.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really good
I loved it. It was great. You should try it sometime. Ham and bean.
Absolutely not.
I have to agree with Trenton.
Oh, man.
Tough call. There's 2 different sips there. Both fantastic. For me, Trent, it's going to come down to what I'm enjoying the most at the moment, because they're both fabulous, in my opinion. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I'm gonna have to push out C next, honey. So D is my winner.
Oh, my pen. Oh, no, it's alive.
So Trent, you're the opposite?
I'm the opposite. C is my
Get out of here. You did not do that. You did?
Yep.
I am shocked.
Okay, I'll tell you why real quick. The only thing that I like about C more than D is C has a little bit more of a sweet aftertaste, whereas D leans, for me, a little bit more towards like an oaky tannin.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a bitter back
Okay.
end, which
All right.
I like, but right now this is like really hitting it.
I can't blame you for either
That was
choice.
a tough call, though, honestly. Very few times have I been that unsure of what my choice was.
Yeah,
And I could drink it all day, but I don't want to get tanked before I have to edit the video.
I have to stop there because I could change my mind between 1 and 2 very easily, but I'm not gonna. So that's that. All right, honey. I don't know. I kind of messed up. And on my paperwork, I got scratchies, and I don't really know what I'm doing here. But so you're gonna have to help me a little bit here. But I do believe we're both
E.
in unison with last place being E. So what is letter E?
E was bullet.
Oh, okay. Well, bullet 10-year.
That, okay.
It's a good quality. I think it's a good quality 10-year bourbon, Trenton. That just doesn't cost a whole lot of money. That's the
Do
thing.
you know how much that is?
$50-$60.
Okay.
So last I knew,
Is this our own distillate, do you know?
I couldn't tell you that.
Okay, it says distilled by. Okay. So this is their stuff. I'm not super familiar with Bullet. That would kind of make sense, like why I was confused about the taste profile of it.
Yeah, and looking over at the other bottles you have that were permissible to this blind, I can understand why that's in last place. But all right, honey, what was in 4th place? I'm just going to give up looking at mine. I'm just going to ask you.
I'm going to put my glasses down
Fourth
here.
place was B,
Was it B? Okay.
and I think it's gonna shock you.
Oh boy, I don't like shocks, honey. I just
Wait,
don't.
hold on. Don't say it yet. I'm going to guess. Can you see that?
I can, yes. Yes. Go ahead, Eddie.
Eagle Rare.
Oh.
Oh, you know what, though? I picked up on that one.
Interesting.
I said the cherry note. I thought it was really good.
Okay.
It just didn't stand up to the rest of the flight to me.
All right.
In my mind, I never try to get up here and think of what I'm sipping, but it makes sense.
I'm trying to do that
It makes
less and
sense.
less. Because I wrote down, just now I wrote down that I thought this was Old Rip.
Old Rip Van Winkle.
I got apple and no cherry this time. Interesting. All right.
Yeah. All right, honey.
All right, third place was A for both of you, and that was Widow Jane.
Okay. Well, that answers the nutty note, the pecan note. You get that quite a bit with Widow Jane
that.
on the 10-year. I loved it too. Trent was right, though. A little dry, not a whole lot of sweetness there, but a very diverse sip comparable to other bourbons that you might pick up, especially 10-year options.
I really like that pecan note.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
It was great. It really was great. So now I'm really nervous because I have no idea because Trenton and I are different. So go with Trenton's. He's been going with mine the whole time. So what's Trenton's second place?
Second place
That'll be my first place,
was
right?
D, and that was Rip.
Oh.
I had Old Rip second place? You had this first place then, big guy, huh? All right.
They both were
that's
fabulous.
probably center.
They both were really great. Doesn't surprise me much on my end because it is a Buffalo Trace product, Trenton, and it has some little more sweetness to it than the other ones did. But I was really enjoying it. Now you're really nervous, aren't you?
So Trenton, what would be
What's left?
What would
Wait.
What?
Oh, go ahead, honey.
I was gonna say, what would be your guess?
Tell them what's left, Trenton.
So, okay, in the lineup left we have Jack 10, Rebel 10, Russell 10, and Henry McKenna 10-year.
Yeah. I have a feeling what it is.
If this...
I have a feeling it's the old JD at the old left of the bar top there, pal.
I have no
Because it has a
idea.
little bit more of those earthy notes to it.
What did I put?
A little bit.
Third? I put maple wood for this. And knowing their finishing process, that mellowing...
Maybe. Well, we'll see. I could be way off my rocker, but go ahead, honey. What is Trenton's first place for the evening?
I think you're right.
And you are correct.
Wow. You had no idea you liked Jack Daniel's 10-year that much, did you?
I don't have... okay, is this is the second batch?
No.
Batch 2. Batch 2.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the very first one you gave me. He gives me all this stuff. I don't know.
I have batch 1 at home.
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago, I think.
Okay, wow.
I do not have that one.
Yeah. It's great. I'm not going to deny it either, Trent. It's fantastic. I went with a little bit sweeter option tonight, which it's just what I was feeling tonight, and I'm surprised you didn't as well. For me, the old Rip was just a little bit sweeter.
And what I'm surprised about is that I didn't pick up any of like the green appleiness from this as I did when we first opened it, when I usually do.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Jack 10,
Fantastic.
delicious.
They're all great in their own way. Really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is the only one that we thought, But, this one unfortunately just didn't stand up to the rest of them for me tonight.
And you need a backup soon, it looks like.
Yep, I'm down to my last dribble. So that's it. That's
Wow.
all the ones. That's the only Eagle Rare I have in the house. That's it.
So we didn't know what. So there were 8 total options, 2 of which were like what do they call it? A shoe in, like a for sure thing in there. So we didn't know which other 3 were going to be in here.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that these would have made it, and I also would not have guessed that it would have landed this way.
Yeah.
But I think after this, I need to go pick up a Widow Jane 10,
Yeah.
and I might need to start looking for a Jack 10 year, batch 2. So
There you go.
very interesting, very cool.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. See you next time right down here with Trent and me, hopefully tonight at the live stream, 8 o'clock
Oh yeah, I forgot.
p.m. Central Time. Loads of fun. Loads of fun.
For everybody else, maybe not you, but
It'll be
it'll
all
be a
right.
good time.
I'm okay with it. It's for the kids and for families and kids in need. I'm in.
We will also have more information on when we are visiting Riley's to donate the official monies and the totals and everything. We'll let you know that tonight as well.
All right, guys. See you next time right down with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.